Alright everybody, welcome back to another This Week at Bungie, aka TWAB, and this is number 16 in this Season of the Lost. We are still in the Season of the Lost, believe it or not. It is an extended season, as we know. Witch Queen got a little bit delayed, but it will be here before we know it. And just today, we got a freaking sexy new trailer, which I will link in the description below. And it was just absolutely breathtaking, as it always is, because Bungie has completely mastered doing trailers, and absolutely beautiful. Definitely go check it out. They have the 30th anniversary trailer as well. 30th anniversary is here. It's fantastic. Go check that out. Welcome to the TWAB. G3 Tyrant is here. If he wants to say hello, he's being all quiet.
Oh, sorry, my headset died on me for a second. I don't know what happened. What's going on, everybody? Tyrant here. Like, I've completely lost every audio cue ever. And I was just like, what the heck just happened?
Oh, man.
Because I was sitting here, I'm like, is this guy going to start, or, like, do I wait for him?
Yeah. Oh, well, we started. We're in it.
All right. All right. Well, sorry about that, everybody. Hello. What's going on?
Starting off the TWAB, they would like to say that they're celebrating the 30th anniversary, like I just mentioned. They have quite a few things to go over here. So 3 decades is a long time to be making games. Everyone at Bungie loves getting to create things to entertain the community, and they've had a blast finally watching everyone jump in and experience this 30th anniversary this week. Thank you for joining us in celebrating a ton of new items and experiences in the game. There's cool content to buy with the pack, but everyone is able to participate with plenty of free content to go around. For the free players, the main attraction of the 30th anniversary is going to be the 6-player activity, the Dares of Eternity. The mysterious agent of the Nine, known as Xur, has shown up to host the festivities and is joined by this strange but lovable Star Horse. There is a tear in the very fabric of reality that only Xur can perceive. Now you must explore this unknowable space and face untold challenges for Star Horse's entertainment. Only you can claim the precious rewards. All of this raises more questions than answers, but even Xur can't offer up any explanations of this anomaly. Speaking of rewards, we have a whole new lineup of free weapons available. Starting first and foremost is a brand new sidearm exotic called the Forerunner. Some of you, I'll post it up on the screen here. Some of you Halo veterans may recognize this as the old Halo handgun, or it was
the Halo CE Magnum.
CE Magnum, fish, thank you. CE Magnum. So, and it's great. It handles very well. It's a very fun one to play with, and it's actually not too hard to get. And like I said, it is free for everyone. You don't have to buy the pack, and it'll only take you, I'd say, a couple hours, because it's mainly just playing the Dares of Eternity to get the strange coins, whatnot, that you need for it. So, definitely go out and grab yourselves that. Moving on, though, we have some other reprised, actually not really reprised weapons, but reprised, I'd say, again, for Halo fans, because some of these weapons look very familiar, such as the BXR 55 Battler. It is very much resembling the battle rifle from Halo. There is also the Half-Truth's legendary sword, which looks very much like the Halo energy sword, and it actually has a backup one. There's a secondary version of the sword. I believe it's called the Other Half, and it is a void version of the Halo sword, and it just looks absolutely spiffy. I'll once again throw these up on the screens for everybody to see. There's a new grenade launcher and shotgun to obtain. And there is, for the first time, a legendary trace rifle, which looks very much like the Covenant Carbine, which first when I saw it, I thought it was going to be a linear fusion rifle, but I was wrong. It is a trace rifle, and yeah, like I said, it's the very first legendary trace rifle, so we've never had one, so it's kind of interesting to see what perks it can roll with, since we've never had anything like this in the game before. So, and it does roll with some new cool ones, perks that I've seen where like I think it was like momentum control, where if you're moving, you have like more handling and accuracy and whatnot. I can't remember the exact buff of the perk, but it's one of the new ones, and it's very fun. As well as the new sword also comes with Eager Edge, which allows you to have increased sword lunge distance immediately after switching to it, which is very similar to in Halo, because you know that sword line should be real.
Yeah, it's very far, especially in Infinite right now.
Oh man, Infinite has just been an absolute blast for anyone who hasn't played it. Hop in; it's free to play on Game Pass. You'll not regret it. It's
the only thing I've been playing.
Absolutely beautiful. Bungie's also been tweeting out about how excited they've been playing it too. So, just lots of love to be shared around. As we move on here, we got some patch notes. Update 3.4 launched earlier this week with a ton of changes to the game. From weapons to abilities, practically everything in between. With more than 6,000 words of patch notes, there are bound to be a few that slipped through the cracks. So here are a few that have been updated and added to the official notes. If you haven't seen the official patch notes, definitely go over that. It is very lengthy, and there's a lot to go over. But if you like your numbers and you want to know exactly what everything does again now, with all the new cooldowns, and that's for supers, for melee cooldowns, for just like your dodge, your warlock ability, titan barricade, all that, all your abilities, all the cooldowns have been changed, so definitely go check that out. But some of the ones that were missed here, we have the strikes, the Lake of Shadows. To bring this boss encounter more in line with other strikes from in our modern sandbox gameplay, Grask's health has been significantly increased. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, you could erase him so quickly that you didn't even have to bother doing anything else in the room. So maybe now you'll actually have to accommodate for the ads and the actual darkness, that kind of the taken like ooze that's almost everywhere that takes over the area, which damages you. So that'll be interesting. The Grandmaster Nightfall catch-up node will be available to all players who have claimed the Conqueror seal from week 7 onward. Grandmaster catch-up activities will only be accessible if the fire team leader has not yet completed the associated guild triumph. So if somebody has all of them and they're just helping you, make sure they're not the leader. Simple as that. And you can still go get all your catch-up right now for your Grandmaster Nightfalls and get yourself that sweet Conqueror seal. In the Crucible, they fixed map exploit on the top of the tree mill near the Dead Cliffs. The Trials activity node now displays potential rewards when playing on a 7-win ticket. A 7-win passages require a manual reset before players can purchase a new passage. Fix an issue where the Crucible rank displayed an incorrect value in the Crucible intro somatic after reset. The combat efficiency in the post round now displays overall match efficiency. And the respawn timer for Clash, Control, Rumble, and Iron Banner has increased from 7 seconds to has increased to 7 seconds from 5 seconds. So a little bit longer for the respawn time. So not sure how I feel about that. Honestly, haven't been playing much PvP because it's ever since Halo dropped, that's the PvP that I've been enjoying more so right now. No offense to Destiny, it's just
I'm just gonna get it out there. I've quit Crucible altogether. I no longer care for Crucible.
Yeah, it just got to a state where, like, if you're having fun, don't let us stomp on your parade at all. By all means, go and keep playing, having fun. Absolutely. It's just sometimes there's just so many things that can be so random, from ability spamming to other things like guns with a single perk difference that makes it just insanely more powerful, and fights that you shouldn't lose that you end up losing, or just you end up getting killed by a random thing out of nowhere. It just got a bit too much, and I understand that's how Destiny Crucible is. It's always been kind of wacky and whatnot, and I'm definitely not done with it. I will be going back into it, but I've definitely been taking a break from it right now, especially while Halo is fresh and new, and it's just been a breath of fresh air. So, but if you're having fun in Crucible, by all means, please keep playing it. Don't stop if you're having fun, because why would you? You know. Moving on. Ritual reputations. You can now reset a reputation with unclaimed materials if there is no unique items in the current resets item list. The number of seasonal resets is now listed on the reputation rewards section of the vendor. And it fixed a bug where rank reset dialogues could appear during activities. Yes, that was always fun when you were in the middle of a trials match and your valor is overflowing. Thanks, I just got killed.
Super annoying.
So I know a lot of people are going to be happy with that one. For bounties, they fixed an issue with the kinetic calibration bounties not being available on the gunsmith. Moving on, they said forging the horn. By
Before
now,
you continue, like, just a dumb story that happened to me once when we were actually doing Atheon. I didn't tell any of you guys this. I missed my super because Overflowing Valor popped up as soon as I went to do my super. And I died and we failed the run. So, very annoying.
Yeah. Very glad that that's fixed because just the most inopportune time. So, yeah, it's during a raid. My goodness. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't just start, like, just lashing out at it.
I wanted to turn off the game so badly, but I was just like, it's for the... Actually, I think that's the run I got Vex.
Oh, so it rewarded you
yeah, I
for
think
your
it
pain.
rewarded me for my pain, yeah.
Oh, man. That's good. That's good. We have Forging the Horn here. By now, a bunch of you have gotten your hands on the Gjallahorn. Yes, I did. As part of the 30th anniversary celebration. It's awesome to have this iconic weapon back and its new perk, which extends Wolfpack rounds to any Guardian in your firing team rocking a non-exotic rocket launcher, making this a formidable addition to your arsenal. If you own the 30th anniversary, just head over to Shahan on the Cosmodrome to get the quest started. Earlier this week, some of the team behind the return to the Gjallahorn spoke up about the PlayStation Sony blog on what it was like to bring it back to life in the world of Destiny. So by all means, check out that story, and happy hunting for those who don't have it. As we move on, when they deploy updates, their player support team watches closely for any issues that pop up and are always monitoring closely to report any important information on the state of the game, and this is their report. Exotic armor disables. Earlier this week, we disabled the Hunter's Mechaniers Trick Sleeves exotic arms and the Titan Icefall Mantle exotic arms due to an issue surrounding potential exploits. For more info on when these exotics will be re-enabled, they encourage players to keep an eye on the Bungie help Twitter. I can't remember exactly what happened with the Icefall Mantles, but I do remember it was something with the new exotic forearm, or the exotic sidearm Forerunner, that was causing the issue with the trick sleeves. It was granting, I believe, like unlimited ammo, and there was something else that was also granting more ammo or unlimited ammo for the Forerunner, and it was also just recently disabled. So it's always bound to happen when these new exotics come into play, because that's just what happens. So
I'm just surprised Telesto hasn't come up yet, but we still got a little bit left.
I was waiting for the Telesto fire in those Wolfpack rounds.
Yeah, like,
even though it says rocket launchers only, Telesto says, "I become what I become."
Yeah, like, seriously, I'm just waiting to hear Telesto's been disabled again.
I know. It's only a matter of time.
Like, it's getting out of hand.
For the 30th anniversary Streetwear bundles, prior to collecting and opening Xur's Resplendent Reward package containing the Streetwear bundle for each class, players should ensure they have the space available in their inventory and Postmaster to receive multiple items. Yeah, you get all 5 for each class at the same time if you open it up. So you, you get all... Sorry, I clarify that. You open up the package, you get a Warlock package, a Titan package, and a Hunter package. If you happen to open up all 3 of those packages, all 15 individual ornament pieces will go into your inventory slots. So yeah, if it's full, it'll push it to the Postmaster, and if your Postmaster's full, it just shoves it to basically go F yourself. It's gone, and it really sucks. I'm not actually, if that happens to you and you end up losing out on this, I'd say you can just go back on another. If you have multiple characters, you can just go on another character and open up the same package, and you'll be able to get it. If you don't have multiple characters, maybe you can create a character and you can get back to it really quick, or Bungie's going to have to take a look at something for that, because that could pose an issue. They also encourage players to visit the Postmaster after opening bounties to ensure all the items have been successfully collected. We are investigating a way for players to reacquire these bundles if they ended up getting pushed out of the Postmaster. Okay, good. Because, yeah, aside from switching characters, I'm not sure what you can do there. The Forsaken Cipher pickup. Players who owned Forsaken prior to 3.4 can pick up their Forsaken Ciphers from the Forsaken section of the Monuments to Lost Lights exotic archive in the tower. Players should ensure that they have space in their consumable inventory prior to acquiring their Forsaken Ciphers. Forsaken Ciphers can also be exchanged for an Ascended Shard at the Monument to Lost Lights if the player already owns all of the Forsaken weapons. Please keep in mind that the players should only attempt to acquire the Ascendant Shards if they don't need/want to use their Forsaken ciphers. So for those of you that have all the Forsaken weapons, just turn in those ciphers anyways and get your free Ascendant Shards. Play for free without PlayStation Plus. Starting today, players will be able to play all multiplayer content in Destiny 2 without being a PS Plus member. This trial will run now until December 20th, 2021, and is the perfect time to try out all the exciting multiplayer Destiny 2 has to offer. More of these known issues that have been arising. They have been investigating an increased error in the Calabrese error code. Players may encounter crashes during the Cabal boss encounter in the Dares of Eternity. Yes, I have actually. I think it was the Cabal one that I actually ended up crashing on. And I know Pistachio, who I was playing with, he also crashed. So I'm not sure it was. I'm not sure if we were actually at the boss round by then, or if it was just before. But we have had some of these issues. Players are unable to reclaim the strange key if it's deleted or used, blocking progress for the Magnum Opus exotic quest, which is the Forerunner. So be very careful. Make sure you have room in your inventory to claim the strange key. Players may be unable to acquire the Forerunner exotic from Banshee after completing the Magnum Opus exotic quest. That's weird because it's literally the very last part of the quest. So you literally just hand it into him and he hands you the gun. So that's, I haven't personally had that problem, but that is very interesting, and we'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Players who spend their strange coins during the first step of the Magnum Opus quest prior to collecting the required 7 strange coins will have their coin collection progress reduced by the number of coins spent. To avoid this, players should not spend their strange coins prior to completing this step of the Magnum Opus quest. So hold on to your coins. The Flow, the metal emblem for the Moments of Triumph, does not appear in any collections once it's acquired. So, which sucks, I think, because I actually stored it because I didn't have any room because all of my emblems were full. So I hit store on that one, so that means I won't be able to reacquire that one right now. So that kind of sucks. Combatant health bars may be more difficult to distinguish between minor and major enemies in all colorblind modes. Ornaments cannot be applied to the Wish Ender exotic bow. The issue preventing players from receiving the silver from the Triumphant Silver Bundle on Steam has been resolved. The players should have the silver successfully added to their accounts after relaunching the game. In the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, if players kill the 3rd servitor in the Fallen Barrier encounter but do not launch it, their game will crash when they kill the 5th servitor. Isn't that interesting? In the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, if a player dies in the Crystal Tunnel and isn't revived before the next encounter, the player will end up in a death loop. If this happens, the fire team must wipe to regroup. In the Grasp of Avarice dungeon again, if players begin the boss encounter before opening a chest, they can't go back and open it up after the encounter ends. As well as in the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, as part of the activity, a Hive Barrier champions will appear but aren't mentioned in the active modifiers. So
you've only had a few months to do this. Why is there so many bugs with this dungeon? Like, there's so many rules. Like, on top of me worrying about the actual mechanics of the dungeon, I gotta worry about the background shit too.
I've played through it once and I didn't have any of that happen, but yeah, it's just they seem like very specific things. Like, obviously, if you go into the next encounter and you didn't open the chest from the previous encounter, it's kind of locked out. That always kind of happens. So,
but that is your own dumb fault. But like, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why this. It doesn't sound like it was like half baked or released too early or whatever. But like, some of these issues that are cropping up sounds like things that they've known about that would be an issue, and they just didn't have enough time to fix it. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little odd to me that you have this many errors, and it's literally only been like 3 days since 30th anniversary launch.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is a little suspect.
Yeah, the death loop and the 3rd servitor not like falling off and then their game crashes when they kill the 5th servitor. That's so specific. and very weird. And again, same thing with the Crystal Tunnel. If you die in there, you end up in a death loop. But again, if they're when they're playing through, if they played it through as normal when they play tested it, and they didn't end up failing these things to have these very specific things happen, they wouldn't have known about them either, right? So
again, I'm
just
just
because
saying,
there's now
like,
hundreds of thousands of players.
Weird.
Yeah, but it's always how it with these new things. There's always some sort of bugs, but I will give it to you. There seems to be quite a few bugs in this dungeon, and
they would never have released a Deep Stone Crypt. They would never have released Vault of Glass. None of that with that many bugs involved. They would have made sure that stuff was polished as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, give it the same treatment that you would do a raid. I'm assuming you are. I'm not saying you're not, but I don't know, dude. Like, this sounds like you rushed to just get the 30th anniversary pushed out as fast as possible. That's what it sounds like to me.
A little bit, when, like, especially if the free to play exotic quest is quite heavily has like 2 different bugs or things that can happen. Or 3 different things that can happen that can, like, stop you from acquiring it, and, like, that sucks. It's not good at all. So something that they're gonna have to.
And honestly, think about it, because these are going to be users who bump into this error, and then when they go and YouTube it, or they go and watch our video and find out, hey, guess what? You shouldn't have done it. It's too late. Too little. Too late. You're gonna have to wait for a patch. That sucks.
Yeah, it's too little, too late. It really does suck. So I really do hope they get that patch quickly. Like, they have to get a patch before they drop the Witch Queen, which is still a couple months away. But with how popular and bumping it is, and with all the popularity and how everyone's saying how good it is right now, they really need to patch this, because they don't need this taking over and people being like, hey, I can't get the gun because of a bug. And as someone else is like, hey, yeah, me too. And then it just kind of snowfalls into, it builds up into a bigger thing. And when, hopefully it's a fairly easy fix, but I know that's easier said than done, because it's never usually that easy. So but they've been getting a lot better at patching things quickly. So I'm hoping they can get this patched real quick, because for the general public, the 30th anniversary has been extremely well received, so I would really hate to see it get kind of shit on a little bit because of this. So, but moving on, we have the movies of the week that we have every week. There's always something cool to see here. Gjallahorn versus all the raid bosses, so that should be something absolutely fantastic to watch. So that'll always be fun. We have the artists of the week that we have every time. It's always someone new to feature, and they're always fantastic. I always recommend checking them out. They said launch weeks are fun. Glad to see everybody's enjoying the latest content. Later tonight, you should tune into the Game Awards. They'll have something a little bit to show off. It's not a huge announcement, but tune in if you can. That is the new Witch Queen trailer that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video that everybody needs to see, because it's just freaking beautiful. So, and it just gets me so excited for the Witch Queen. So the pre-show starts at 4:30 p.m. That doesn't matter, because it's already over. That was yesterday, so don't even worry about it. They said it's been an exciting week. They still have more to come. The Dawning will go live next week, so they'll be welcoming back their favorite space grandma in the tower for more tasty treats. Tower Weather Services are reporting snow is on the forecast, so that should be fun. I really hope they've changed the Dawning a little bit, because baking the cookies, delivering the cookies, rinse and repeating in the same thing, it does get a little tedious. And the armor is also locked behind which I'm sure it will be, behind Eververse. It's generally 6,000 bright dust for the whole set per Guardian. So
why can't we just unlock it in the raid, or in their dungeon, or in the 6-player event? I'm just curious, like, why does it have to be behind Eververse? Well, I understand it's for bright dust, and everyone has like 1 million bright dust except for me. But I'm just saying, like, if it's a celebration, like, and we're already kind of grinding for things, I just felt like, again, with the anniversary, it's everything that's involved with the anniversary. Like, yeah, you can have it there for silver. Like, I don't care, but at the same time, like, yeah, you can grind the Bright Dust through very specific challenges, but if you've already done all the challenges, spent all your Bright Dust, and then this armor pops up, and then you don't have the Bright Dust to get it, nor the challenges to offset it, then it's just like, I guess I have to spend the silver, when it would just be an easy thing to do to just put it in your dungeon or end the 6-player event and just have people grind out the weapons, the cosmetics, everything associated to the event.
I agree, but it has nothing to do with the 30th anniversary.
Okay.
It's just the dawning. It's their yearly Christmas event every year.
Oh, it's their Christmas event that they have going on now. I haven't, honestly, I forgot that they were doing the dawning.
Yeah. So it's the same one that they do every year. We get like how the Titan gets like those kind of horns.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
I forgot.
Sled almost horns. Yeah, so it's the same thing, but I would like to be able to earn it instead of it being Bright Dust every year. So maybe they did change it this year because of the 30th anniversary. Who knows? I doubt it, but at least hopefully they'll have quite a few bounties to get some Bright Dust, because I know I'm very low on my Bright Dust. I've been spending it all on all the armor this season and on the Dino arm and all that stuff. So, but that looks like it'll wrap it up for this one. It was pretty short TWAB, just showing off some the 30th anniversary stuff, as well as the welcoming of the Gjallahorn back into the game. Also, the Bungie's Games to Give is, I believe, still going on. It is until the 15th, so I just wanted to remind everybody about that. They just recently raised over $1 million, which is absolutely phenomenal, and you just love to see it. So keep donating, and I'll leave a link in the description where you can donate directly for the pages, and you can see the different things that you can get for the different rewards. And also there will be live streams with some of your favorite streamers as well, doing different things, potentially doing giveaways and different rewards, or who knows, or just something funny happening in the stream if you end up donating enough, like maybe someone shaves off their whole head or something. I don't know, but it's just but it's a great cause, and I highly recommend checking it out, and I just wanted to give a quick reminder of that before we leave. So
true indeed.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would just like to apologize to those that I said that I would play Crucible for the new patch. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to bring myself to even turn Destiny on, to be honest with you. So I just want to say sorry for that, and I don't know if I'm going to end up still doing it. So yeah.
No worries. I think that does it. Thank you, everybody, for watching this week at Bungie once again with myself and Tyrant. We do this every week, and regardless of how long the TWAB is, and we will continue to do it because I am getting Witch Queen, and I'll be continuing to do all the Destiny content for the next year because I got the deluxe edition, and we got the whole year kit caboodle. So
I don't have any,
at the very least.
So I don't know how that's gonna work.
We'll figure something out, but at the very least, I can at least directly comment on the stuff because I have at least played it, and then you can at least even play Devil's Advocate, just seeing it from a side, like even from afar. So we'll see how it goes, though. But hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, it would be absolutely wonderful if you did hit that like button, and please do consider subscribing to the channel for more content in the future. But until next time, have yourselves that absolutely wonderful day. I have been G3 Hydration.
G3 Tyrant.
Take care.
Peace. You didn't say stay hydrated, you loser.
I did say stay hydrated.
Peace.
Did I not? All right, stay hydrated.
Alrighty.